7:59 a.m. heading to Los Angeles. 76 passengers, 11 crew members, and 5 hijackers were on board. The second flight, United Airlines Flight 175, was also LA bound from Boston. It took off at 8:15 a.m. with 51 passengers, 9 crew members, and 5 hijackers on board. The third flight, American Airlines Flight 77, took off from Washington Dulles International Airport in Virginia at 8:20 a.m. with 53 passengers, 6 crew members, and 5 hijackers on board the flight to Los Angeles. The final hijacked plane, United Airlines Flight 93, took off at 8:42 a.m. from Newark International Airport after a delay caused by routine traffic. 33 passengers, 7 crew members, and 4 hijackers were on the San Francisco-bound flight. Just 4 minutes after United Airlines Flight 93 took off from Newark Airport at 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center in New York City. At 8:50 a.m., President George W. Bush, who was visiting Emma E. Booker Elementary School in Sarasota, Florida, was first alerted of the crash. At the time, his advisors thought it was a tragic accident. 17 minutes after the North Tower was struck, United Airlines Flight 175 crashed into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. The time was 9:03 a.m. At 9:05 a.m., President Bush was informed of the second plane crashing at the World Trade Center. At 9:30 a.m., President Bush delivered his first remarks on the attacks at Booker Elementary School.
Today, we've had a national tragedy. 2 airplanes have crashed into the World Trade Center in an apparent terrorist attack on our country. Terrorism against our nation will not stand. And now, if you join me in a moment of silence.
At 9:35 a.m., President Bush left for Sarasota Bradenton International Airport to board Air Force One. Moments later, at 9:37 a.m., American Airlines Flight 77 crashed into the Pentagon. At 10:03 a.m., the final hijacked flight, United Airlines Flight 93, crashed into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania, after passengers and crew members stormed the cockpit. Their actions prevented a fourth attack. The 9/11 Commission report concluded the plane's target was Washington, D.C., where both the Senate and the House were in session at the Capitol building.
Oh goodness, what's up, everybody? Welcome. It is the 22nd anniversary of 9/11. So wanted to do a special 9/11 live stream. I usually don't come on Monday nights, but I wanted to come on and have a few veteran pours with you guys. The first veteran pour I'm going to have with you guys is I'm going to kill this bottle of Old Soldier that I put my sticker on while I was at Old Soldier. So it's sentimental for a special reason. This time last year, on 9/11 last year, myself, Charred and Twisted, 3 Drunk Uncles, Whiskey Wine 101, Whiskey Wanderberg, I think a few other people too, we're all at Old Soldier Distillery. While it was closed, he had us all come in, open the doors to us, even though he wasn't open. And I had some great time drinking with him. I had a little potluck in honor of 9/11, in remembrance. And so this was one of the single barrels that he was submitting to a competition. He wasn't just putting these barrels straight on the shelf. He was using this one for competitions. But he sold me a bottle of it. And I was like, I'm gonna put my sticker on it so I remember which one it is. And so I bought this one exactly a year ago from Andy at Old Soldier when all of us were there, kind of having to get together with him. And so that's my first drink for the night. So thank you all for being here to hang out and talk. I put the link in the chat so any of you guys can jump on and just hang out and chat. But cheers to all of those that lost their lives on that day, 9/11, 22 years ago. Cheers. Bottle down. Oh goodness, who is already here? William Reynolds is in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Big Vic, what up? What up? Feel free to jump on, guys. Lou, what's up, Lou? Oh, that's me penning the link. What's up? Lee, what's up, man? I know you've been going through some things. This is a night where we can just get together and have some drinks, and we can cut off the live if you need to. What's up, Paul?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Cheers, man. Buddy. It has been a while since you and I had a drink together.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it's good to see you.
Yeah, likewise, man.
Oh, man. Like I said, anybody who wants to jump on and hang out, like Paul here, freaking appreciate you, bro. Yeah. James, what's up, buddy? Always good to see you. Lou, salute. Absolutely, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Jigs, what's up, bud? Cheers. Didn't know you were doing this tonight. Raise the glass, people. Absolutely. Ben, feel free to jump on, man. Dude, so I was, when I was setting all this up, I filmed a little short for Instagram earlier. After I put the kids to bed, I came in here and was getting stuff ready. And I was listening to Whiskey Crusaders in the background while I was setting up the room and like getting my shit together and researching videos and clips I wanted to play and stuff like that and topics to bring up. And I was listening to the Crusaders the whole time in the background. Man, he does a great job of just keeping it going, even with just him on the screen.
Nice.
Always appreciate watching you. Ben the Demon Hunter's here. Never forget, Horse Soldier has been open. Nice. So he's got his first bottle of Horse Soldier. I was just happy to play in part in getting that into your hands, man. When we had Horse Soldier on the stream, Ben came on. He won a glass and some other swag, some merch from Vince, the brand ambassador for Horse Soldier. He was one of the guys, one of the 12 that went over there in that original mission. Nice. And he was cool enough to get on the show and hang out and talk for a bit. And Ben jumped on, asked a question, so he got put in the raffle. He won, and Vince sent him a package that had more in it than I knew was going to be in it. And so afterwards, I found out that Ben had a mule, and so I grabbed him a signed bottle and snuck it to him without telling him I was doing it.
That's awesome, bro.
So he had no idea it was going to be in there.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that made me so happy. Been fantastic. Cheers, all. What's up, John? Good to see you. Already have a fruit fly drowning in the Horse Soldier. Hey, man, make him spit that out. That wasn't his to. No, I'm just kidding. He was not invited. William Hall is in the house. What up? What up, Marvin? William Hall, Ben, Marvin, any of you guys, Chris, any of you guys want to jump on? Feel free. You are welcome. How have you been, man?
Good. Yeah, no complaints here, man. Just day in and day out. Been keeping up with the channels. I haven't been jumping on as much anymore, but still keeping up with everybody. So I know it's been a while since I've talked to you, so I was like, man, I gotta jump. I forgot the last stream that you did was a veteran stream.
Yep, first Saturday of the month.
I for some odd reason I always get them screwed up because it's like 12 a.m.
Oh yeah.
I was like, is that Sunday or? And so I was like, no, he already had the stream. So.
No, yeah, no, you're good. You're good. I know. It's harder for the East Coast crew to watch while I'm live just as hard as it is for me to watch the East Coasters when they're live. Because when they go live, I'm like making dinner for my family, you know, and we
Right. It's like 6 o'clock your
right,
time.
and sometimes it's
Yeah.
5. Some of
Yeah.
these live streamers go on at 5 my time, or 6 or 7, and I'm like, dude, I'm still like having dinner with the kids and doing all that stuff, and then by the time I get ready to start drinking, they're packing it up and going to bed, and so I totally get it because there's that time difference.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
so,
You don't think like 3 hours is a big time difference, but it is.
yeah, when it comes to bedtime, it sure is.
Yeah.
What's up, John? Good to see you. Did enjoy your stream. Which did you have a Horse Soldier winner? I know I did. When Vince came on the show, I had a 110 proof and 114 proof barrel strengths, and he told me if I ever find one that's above 120, there's been a few batches that were above 120. He was like, if you ever find one, grab them because they're remarkably better. And I was like, check. All right, writing that down. Got it. Check. Roger moving out. And I found one that was 121, and it's freaking good. And I'm going to be drinking some of that here in a minute.
Nice. And you said that's a horse soldier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Horse Soldier barrel strength.
Yeah.
What's up, David? Good to see you.
Yeah, I have to keep that in mind when I'm looking too. The Dickel 15s, they say the guy at the distillery said if you find one that's 104 proof, that
Really?
The people at the distillery buy them out when it's at the gift shop when they're at a 104 because that's the highest proof that they make Dickel 15 in.
Really?
From 80 to 104. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a Dickel up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 51.5, so that's 102. This is 50.4, so it's 108 or 100.8.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen one.
They're all over the place with the proof points. I think it's all just varies from between 80 and 104.
Yeah, Dan, it's pinned to the top, buddy. Any of you guys want to jump on? Jerry Black, never forget, absolutely.
Yeah, cheers, Jerry.
And one of my main points when people start like really getting into the weeds of the conspiracy theories and stuff like that, I'm just like, I was an adult when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like I had already moved out of my parents' house. I was at work already in the morning when it happened. And so the feel of it was different. And especially the next few days later, there was like a peace and love between everybody you talk to, a camaraderie and unity that you don't see anymore, that I miss, that is remarkably different. And you know how they always say hindsight is better in 2020. Now we're 22 years of hindsight. And so now kids today that weren't even there to really experience it think that they know what happened. And I'm like, let's slow down. First, let's think about the people that died that day. And then let's talk about that kicked off the global war on terrorism, which is like 20 years in Afghanistan and Iraq and all kinds of craziness that went on with everybody who joined the service because that happened. And then way down the road, there's other people that were there in that time that died later on from injuries and stuff like that from the shit they breathed and all that kind of stuff. And then I don't even know if it's fourth place, maybe fifth or sixth. Then we can start talking about the conspiracy theories and about we shouldn't completely trust our government. Okay, let's not put that as our primary.
Right.
Yep, Luke. That's what I was just talking about. We're tracking. Big Vic. Scott's in the house.
What up, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
What's up, guys? Boom. It's a little more symmetrical, color coded wise. Good call. Never mind. What up?
I'm the only one with a colorful shirt on, so.
What up, Paul? How you been, buddy? Another day.
Taking a little.
Dan is in the house. What's up, bud?
From Barrels for Hope. Barrels for Hope is, Good thing Dusty Dan over there is doing.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, hold on. I didn't see it. No, it's your Barrels for Hope.
Barrels for Hope Founders pick. It's an Elijah Craig pick. They did. I thought Barrels for Hope was an applicable name for today.
An
So
appropriate bottle for today, absolutely. Dan, thanks for jumping on. I caught your stream for a few minutes here and there because I was like cooking dinner for the kids and stuff like that. Yeah, I'd be listening for a while I was cooking, and you always do a great job, man. I love your streams.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you staying up and jumping on. I know it's late on your side.
It's all good, man. I'm off tomorrow, so I hang out for a little bit. I got to take the kid to school in the morning, so I can't stay out too late. But
yep. Well, that's nice you got the day off, though.
yes, indeed.
Bad Axe Bobby, what's up, bud? Hey, Bobby, are you still at your event? I know on Instagram you posted earlier you were out doing stuff. I didn't know if you were still at work right now, though. Hey, what's up, Darrell? Good to see you, bud. Darrell, feel free to jump on, get into some of this. Yep, the next few days was wild. Yep, you know what I'm talking about. It's different because my wife is a few years younger than me, so she was still in school. You know, she was still school age and stuff like that, and so the effect on her was still surreal and crazy. But it was like when we talk about it, I tell her it was a little different for me because my home to go to when we got told it was going on wasn't back home to a safety nest with my parents, right? I had already moved out. And so when I was at work and corporate called and said, send everybody home, America's under attack, be careful. I'm like driving home looking for bombers and stuff, right? I had no idea what was going on except for we had heard about the third plane crash. What's up, Bourbon?
What's up? Little vet whiskey here.
Awesome. Nashville Barrel. Good choice.
I was looking for my horse soldier, but I can't find it, so I went Nashville. Since I know James for sure was military.
Yeah, one of the co-founders.
Yeah, James? That's James.
Yeah, James did 5 years as a submariner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Us in the Army, we call it a submariner. I tell you what, using them submarines stuff sounds terrible. All right, so one of the things that I looked up, where is it?
Well, as somebody in New York, I appreciate it.
Sorry.
Let's see. Okay, so there was.
I can't watch this.
So this one had 18 different angles of the second plane hitting.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
Look, sorry. I can drop out if you want.
No, man, you're good, man.
I lost people that day. I'm sure a lot of people did. But, it's like,
okay. And so, hey,
dude, play it. Do you want to play it? It's your stream.
No. The only point I was making was there was a lot of different perspectives because there was so many people that it just
so play it, dude. Play it. I'll man up. It's all right. Play it. Do it.
Man, Ben, you're killing me.
No, do it. It's all right. I want to see what you have to say.
There was one in particular that on this one that shows 18 different views, right? So I watched the whole thing, and none of the 18 different views played this other view that I only found on one channel, and I wasn't sure why.
You sure it's real?
Yeah. It's a completely different angle than the video that supposedly shows all the angles that were recorded.
That's because somebody's cell phone or somebody's camera or whatever.
Who's up?
Yeah.
Who's up? All right.
And then he takes off. But the point that I got from watching the 18 different views in that first video and watching the things with George Bush and all that kind of stuff is that it was that the moment that we felt across the nation where time stopped and everybody was watching, like, what the hell was going on, to where it was just quiet and crazy. And it was like no other event that had ever taken place in America.
And anybody who says those planes are small or anything, you know, I've been down there many, many times. Those were big fucking buildings. People don't realize how big they were.
Yes.
I don't know that I've ever got more messed up than the first time that I drove by the New York City skyline and they weren't there. I got home and started chugging. So it was...
So for anybody else in the chat that wants to jump on, I'd love to hear your opinion as well. But so for the panel and in chat, I was trying to see if there were some really good movies, like legit movies about 9/11 that I hadn't heard of. And so I looked up what are the top 5 movies about 9/11. And I was surprised with how many of them that I hadn't seen. But the one that really like kind of hit me as showing a different perspective of it that I had actually seen was Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Yeah.
That movie was deep.
I haven't seen I don't hate it. I haven't seen a single one. I volunteered with the Red Cross after down there. I seen enough. I don't need no fucking movie. And I didn't do what you boys did. These 3 freaking elite motherfuckers right here, to be blunt.
Yeah.
But because I can't. But you know, I do disaster communications.
Yeah.
For the Red Cross is what I do, and
yeah.
What's up, Ben?
I saw that shit up close and personal. I don't need to watch
Good,
no
Ben.
movie about it. I
Good,
finally
Ben.
get why my pops don't watch movies on Vietnam. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a few movies that I started watching about the war in Afghanistan, like Restrepo, Hornet's Nest. There's a few of those movies that I got like half an hour into it and I still haven't seen the rest of it. Because I started like getting freaking anxiety and I had to get off the couch. I couldn't watch the rest of it. My first deployment was in that same area that Restrepo was filmed in.
That was your first deployment?
Yeah. Yeah, I did 4 total trips to Afghanistan.
Wow.
You know, it was really eerie that day that when I was watching it, and all of a sudden they're taking the president on Air Force One 40 minutes from my house. and they were planning on him staying there for a long time, at least until. But I'm like, why? Like, as a 10, I'm 10th grade, and I'm like, why here? Like, why they gotta send him here? If there's gonna be another attack, like, why that close to me? Which is kind of selfish, but yeah.
So, Ben Dram Hunter, tonight was the first night you cracked Horse Soldier, huh?
First sip. I find that it punches above the ABV, and it's really, it's kind of viscous and oily and tastes really good. So thank you
Which
very
one
much. 43%. I'm assuming
That's
the
Peter
core
Mark.
range.
Is the 43 a leader also?
No.
No, that one's not the
No.
leader.
No,
I know one of the others is.
the straight bourbon is a high rye bourbon. The small batch and the barrel strength are both weeded. So I'll pour a little sip of that with you, Ben.
I can tell you this much. I'm going to treasure this bottle very, very much. And I think I'm only going to have it on maybe like today and Memorial Day, Remembrance Day, that sort of thing. It's very sentimental. The fact that Canada and the United States came together and
That's right.
cooperated. So
United States owes Canada a great debt of favor.
Yep. So second bottle kill of the night. My first two pours were both bottle kills.
I don't know if many people know that they diverted one of the planes, a plane to
Several.
Canada.
Mhm.
Several planes that were coming from overseas.
More than even several.
Yeah, and Canada like basically was like
Hundreds.
you're Canadian.
Yeah.
Like
And wherever they landed, like the people just took them in.
they just took them in.
Yeah.
Right. They're
Even
like,
up way up north in the tundra in Northwest Territories.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They
People
were just
opened up
like-
their homes.
Yeah, that was it.
So, James, are you talking about Horse Soldier? I'm assuming. If you watch the interview I did with them, Vince really breaks it down. But they're contract distilling in Colorado, so they have, or is it Ohio?
I think it's Ohio. I think it's at Middle
Yeah.
West.
Right.
I think it's
And
Ohio.
so they have control over the mash bill and all that stuff, so it gets distilled to them to their specs in Ohio, and then they age the barrels in Bardstown because the owner of Bardstown is also a military vet who knows the guys, and so they age their barrels there, and then they have their restaurant and their place down in Florida.
Do you know his history, Mark?
Oh, Bardstown?
Yeah.
Mark at Bardstown? No.
Yeah. He was Delta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think
got
I remember Vince mentioning that in the live
So
stream.
what you're saying is he was a problem.
Yeah. I mean, I knew he was. He was a Green Beret too. I mean, obviously, but yeah, I didn't know he was part of the unit as well. So that was quite interesting to find out.
Oh, he was over in Afghanistan early on?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure he was all over the place.
Yeah.
He's been places probably we aren't supposed to say.
Yeah. I mean, as with the unit he was with, yeah. I mean, that you're talking like one of the most elite units in the United States military for sure.
You're talking about TCOB,
Yeah.
taking care of business.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool talking with Vince because he kind of broke down the different missions between like the Rangers and Delta and SEALs and Green Berets about how they they have completely different missions in the way that they
Yeah.
are used and utilized, and the way that they train for those missions. It was really cool. We chatted with him for a bit in the back room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there really are. I mean, when it comes to
That was-
special operations / special forces units, I mean, it's all very. I mean, yeah, it's all kind of confined into one space, but yet it's so different, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna go on, rescue missions or whatever it may be, but like there's different levels to different things, and for the whole, like Osama bin Laden, like a lot of people don't know that when he was in Tora Bora, right, that was Delta that was there fighting him in Tora Bora, not the Navy SEALs, and he had escaped through the mountains, but they gave the call to the SEAL teams rather than Delta for. But I mean, to be very honest with you, like to be very transparent, Delta Force, in my opinion, the unit has way more of a tactical advantage than the SEAL teams do. You got to remember, right? There's people who are in SEAL teams who can become part of the unit. That's part of how that process works. It's open to all military branches, whereas SEAL teams are not doing that. So, but yeah, I mean you're it's you're running a fine line when you talk about who's better and whatnot. But again, like when it comes down to it, I mean, there's not too many people who can do it like the unit can. So
yes,
yeah, for sure, 100%. I mean, I can say that. I mean, being someone who's an opposite branch, and having done my time in different operations like that, there's the army portion does it better in my opinion than the Navy version. So.
Well, it's like using a different weapon. Are you going to use, a machine gun? Or are you going to use a sniper rifle? Or are you going to use like a bayonet? Like, are you going to use a grenade launcher?
It really does come down to like the specifications of like the how the things are specialized, right? Like, I mean, when it comes to snipers and stuff like that, like you might have to give the edge to SEAL teams, right? And I mean. But when it comes down to, you talk about Green Berets, right? Like one of the things that is so special about, and I know plenty of Green Berets and I've worked with many Green Berets. One of the things that's so unique about them is they can go in and liberate an entire country full of people. Yes. Like they can take over like an entire country and like they know the language, like they understand the culture. They can go in and just like, and I don't know what kind of word I'm looking for, but like, I mean, just completely redo like an entire system of learning and stuff like that. I mean, they're just you don't find operators like that outside of Green Berets. So
yeah, the way
very unique in that sense.
When I was talking to Vince, he explained it like they would go in and work with that foreign force to get them to die for our country, for their country, so our guys didn't have to die for their country.
Yes.
And opposed to like using Delta to do an extraction mission to where nobody knows that they were there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Totally different weapon.
Except for the guys bleeding on the ground.
Yeah.
No,
they know they were there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's a lot of, there's a lot of stories out there about guys who were in the unit. Like you look at Mike Glover, right? Mike Glover was a perfect example of somebody who was in the unit. He has great stories. He was on Jocko's podcast about how he was part of what was it, Task Force 16? Stanley McChrystal's big war machine, right? Like those guys were the real deal. Like that's you talk about like the Jason Bournes of the world, right? Like those guys, that's who they were. Like, I mean, these guys went in, they kicked doors, they shot the bad guys in the face, and that's what it was, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's what they did. So, there's big difference in units, but I mean, in all due respect, I mean, everybody across the entire, platform. I mean, they've all done, all have done. I mean, stuff of that nature, but there's just some that do more than others. So
Yeah. So does anybody actually have a movie about 9/11 that they think is really good? And so, I mean, I already mentioned Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, but that had a really interpersonal type thing going on. It was about the family that got left behind. That was really, 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 really sad. Just heart-wrenching. But yeah, so Zero Dark 30, that was good. 12 Strong was good. I have not seen United 93.
Which one did Nicolas Cage do?
It's very good.
The
World Trade
World Trade
Center.
Center one.
Okay, yeah, that's the only one I kind of knew about, and I've never even.
Yeah,
watched
I'm gonna be honest, Mark.
I watched it.
I haven't seen any of these, and I don't plan on it. That's just my own.
Nope,
thing.
no,
That's a hell no.
Yeah.
It's good to kind of get, like, I have my best friend out in Oregon. He thinks that 9/11 was completely fabricated, that it was nothing but crisis actors.
Well,
And so you have to fight that by, like, going back to the stories of the survivors and watching the movie of what really happened, or you just get people just off the deep end of, like, just so in denial of what actually happened. I mean, if you want to go against there's plenty of reasons to be pissed off at the government, but you don't have to make up stories.
Rain Over Me is rough. I don't see Rain Over Me on here yet.
Oh, that's with Adam Sandler, and he plays a somebody that had lost somebody close, like his wife had died during.
Oh, really?
And he's, like, going through a very, he's PTSD, mental breakdowns, and all that stuff. But it was pretty good. It's done by Adam Sandler, but it wasn't really about 9/11 as much as it was about the after effects,
The aftermath.
Yeah. It was still a good movie. Yeah. Yeah, his Whiskey Crusaders said his Adam Sandler's widower and his wife and kids were on the plane.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. He said Nicolas Cage did a relevant movie.
Hey man, Gone in 60 Seconds is fucking amazing. Don't even at me.
I like Gone in 60 Seconds.
I love that movie.
Well, and I like Face Off too.
Yeah.
I mean, sadly, these movies are necessary for the next generation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like the Vietnam movie.
But, like, for us that lived it, it's like, nah.
Somebody pointed out to me today that the college graduates of today do not know we're not alive.
Yeah.
During 9/11.
Yeah, it's literally history books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were kind of talking about that beforehand, to where Vietnam vets would have a hard time watching Vietnam movies. But when I watch Casualties of War and Platoon and Full Metal Jacket and stuff like that, I love learning about, like, a perspective of what's going on. I know it's not like verbatim truth. You know what I mean? I know it's a movie, but it still kind of tries to capture the essence of it, just like the World War II movies that we watch, that we feel like it gives us a little bit of insight. Like Band of Brothers did a freaking great job because they had some of the actual people that were there helping as what are the, not correspondents, but what's the word when you're in the military
Advisors.
and you what? When you help
Advisors?
give advice to the people making the movie.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
What is that word?
Jerk offs.
People giving their firsthand experience.
Right.
Oh, it's well, yeah, it's there is a term for it.
It's like your contract, a consultant. Yes, thank you, John. Fucking absolutely. You're a military consultant. If you're doing a TV show or a movie about military stuff, you have someone like us that goes in there and says, his uniform is all wrong, or you would never use that kind of verbiage, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
So on like Band of Brothers in the Pacific, they had people that were actually there helping them as consultants. And so even though a portion of the movie or show wouldn't be exactly like what actually happened, it still gives us a good feel for it. And so, Ben, what you were saying, the next generation is going to look at these 9/11 movies as that. But just like how I have a hard time watching movies that are based in Afghanistan, and you have a hard time watching movies about 9/11 because you were in New York at the time. I just really appreciate the way you say it. There's a necessary.
Cheers,
What's up,
Troy.
Ken?
Hey, Ken.
What up, Ken?
What's up, boys?
Hey, thanks for being here, buddy.
Well, can we raise a
Thanks
glass
for
for all the
having me.
lost?
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull something.
There's that.
I'm gonna get some.
Yeah, I'm poor.
I'm gonna grab some of the Horse Soldier barrel strength to have with you guys.
Nice.
Tater Dom, thanks for jumping in. Troy from Baker Drinks, what's up, buddy? If you want to jump on, feel free.
Guys, I gotta run, man. I gotta take my kid to school in the morning, so
Hey, man, get some sleep.
I'll make sure I can
Cheers,
drive.
Dusty.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, Dusty.
Good to see you.
Take care,
Cheers,
guys.
Dan.
I'll see ya.
Cheers.
All right, good night, Dan.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
All right,
Thanks, Dan.
first, on a
That's
happy
it.
note, happy birthday, Vic.
Cheers, everybody.
Happy birthday, Vic.
And then
Happy
others,
birthday.
on the other side, lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Hey, Matt. Hey, James.
So, obviously,
Yeah, man.
Mark and Ken were in the military. Were you, Paul?
Yes.
Or no?
Yep. I was a reservist for Chattanooga, but I was over in Iraq in 2004, 2005.
I thought
In the
you were a
Marines.
veteran. I just
In the
couldn't
Marines,
remember.
right,
correctly.
Yes. Yeah, the same unit
Oh.
that got hit. It got shot up back in like the Chattanooga Reserve Unit. It was all over the news because like 4 Marines and a sailor died. Some guy went and shoot up. That was my old reserve unit.
What year was that again?
Like in Chattanooga?
Yes. I'm not. It was like 2015, 2016, something around there somewhere. Yeah, the Fallen Five is what they're considered, and so they hold something every year for them. So, but before that got hit, that was the unit that was over in Fallujah, Iraq.
And I mean, Fallujah was a shit show from what I heard.
Yeah, it wasn't it like when we had gotten there. You couldn't even drive through Fallujah because it wasn't even occupied by U.S. military. But we had Camp Fallujah occupied, and that's where we kind of stayed at. And our unit was artillery, so they were just shooting into the city, and they were there. And so I was a truck driver, and so we'd go to TQ. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Qadim, Iraq, but it's a big Air Force base in the middle of Iraq. And we'd go there, pick up troops, and then drive back to Camp Fallujah. So, and then the last convoy out of Fallujah, we were able to drive through the city and go to the Air Force base there. So now it's occupied back to the enemies. I don't even know what to call them anymore. So it's tough to see that.
Yeah, what did they call the ones that started taking over the land after Al Qaeda? They had a different name.
What about ISIS?
Assholes.
ISIS. Yeah. Holy shit. That seems so 2016 ago.
Yeah.
I have a much better name for it. It's called assholes.
I agree. Your name is better. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Mark. I gotta head out. I gotta travel day tomorrow. So.
Oh, you do? All right, Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for jumping on, buddy.
Yeah, you have a good one, man.
Safe travel, Scott.
Cheers, Scott.
Later, bud.
Cheers, Scott.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
1 fucking
oh,
liter.
you got the 1 liter wild turkey?
Unfiltered.
Nice.
Rare breed.
Where'd you get that,
Fuck
Ken?
yeah. On the internets.
That's available in Australia?
Yep.
That is freaking delicious.
That is really
That's
cool.
fucking so good, man. I'm so glad it's a 1 liter bottle because this shit's not gonna last.
Goes.
Mark, can you get those
Yeah,
today?
what's the laser code on the
No.
back? LL.
Have you had it?
Nope.
What's the 2 letters? Flash.
I got you.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
hard
haven't
to
seen
fucking
that
read.
one. I got to try a sample of the 12, but I haven't seen that on base either. And
Read
the
that
sample
shit.
I tried of the 12 was great.
It's all
But
fucking
I
rubbed
wanted
off.
to try this
No.
uncut,
It's
unfiltered.
etched in the glass, Ken.
Oh, the etch. Oh, okay, the etch code.
It's the LL slash then 2 letters.
I got a chance to get
Here we go. There we
Leon
go.
Chris to bring me a bottle. So
Oh, yeah.
I'll shoot you a sample of that.
Oh, that'd be great.
It's so
I
good.
gotta try and see it with my old man eyes.
You old
Hey,
fuck.
Richie. Yeah, old man eyes.
Yeah, we cracked that fucker
Okay,
in
so
Vegas.
we,
And God damn, that shit's good.
Oh, really?
LIKR
Oh,
L-
021647.
No, just the LL slash what letter? What
KI.
letter?
KI.
K.
K.
KLKI. It's a bit hard to fucking see.
Is it on an angle?
I'll bring that shit.
Is it italic like?
Angle of the dangle. So I'll
Yeah.
Bring that shit up.
Is equivalent to the heat of the meat.
Yeah. There, it's
No, it
KL.
doesn't look like it's that angle.
KF. KF.
K-
02.
KF.
KF. Okay, it's the
Yeah.
same batch I have then. LLKF. Yeah, that bottle is
Yeah.
outstanding.
It is
Cherish.
fucking outstanding. You
What did you have to
100%.
pay for that there? What
Yeah,
did you have?
150 bucks?
Oof. Well, what's the exchange rate now?
Australia dollars worth about a wipe of your ass.
I'm being serious because that's worth like $60.
No, it's about a wipe of the ass, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
It doesn't matter. That is a phenomenal bottle.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, it's 1 liter. To get a 1 liter fucking turkey for $150, I'm a happy man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's good shit. And then on the shelf, I've got the fucking 12-year-old fucking sitting there too.
Nice.
That'll do dirty things to the 12-year-old. The 12-year-olds are really good and they have nice flavor profiles, but that rare breed non-chill filtered is just unreal.
Yeah, because I was gonna buy this. That's the 12.
And that's
Yes.
fantastic. You should own one.
Dude, the 12 is super.
Yeah. So I
But-
was going to get this, and it was on an online site, and I went to buy it, and it was fucking sold out. And then I saw this rare breed unfiltered 1 liter, and I thought, I'll fucking have that.
Yeah, the fact that that's the tax and duty free. What's crazy is it literally says right on the box, travel exclusive.
Yep, sure does.
Yeah, man, you are not wrong. You are not wrong at all.
Yeah.
Travel exclusive.
Now, I heard the justification was that it would cost more money to ship them all back home than what they're worth. And I was like, that's not the point.
Destroy them before you do.
Yeah, it is not the point at all. Because all you're doing, because over there they're driving around in like Toyota Hiluxes with machine guns mounted on them and shit like that. It's like if you give them a Humvee, it's like
a
upgrade.
100% upgrade.
Huge upgrade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs to put a battery in this smoke detector?
Not me.
That's cool.
No, it's really not me. That shit would drive me crazy if I had to.
Is that you, Ben? Do you have the smoke detector that needs a battery?
Smoke detector.
It's definitely not me.
You don't hear the chirp every couple of minutes?
Child abuse.
Yeah, it's in
Child
Canada.
abuse.
Nobody cares about the kids in Canada.
Dang, that's tough, bro. Dang, that's really tough. Dang. Are they American? No wonder why they said that to me.
Ken's in Australia.
Yep. Upside down world.
Where they do dirty things to marsupials. Okay, you all had to have heard that now.
I didn't hear nothing.
I didn't hear anything, and I got a headbutt.
Yeah, and I'll get.
No, I heard that one. I
Plugged
don't know who's chirping.
Whichever you fuckers it is, go change the battery.
It's Vic. He's outside. It's his
Yeah,
smoker.
exactly. My smoker asking for
It was
fucking
you.
battery.
I think we got a Canadian culprit, as they say in France. Blame Canada. Blame Canada.
They say that in South Park, Colorado, too.
I have to say, Mark, I'm rather surprised at how flavorful this is. I'm impressed for being 43 and a half. It seems like it's
I like-
46,
I like this.
47 maybe.
Yeah, it's good. I'm really glad you like it, man.
And it's a decent bourbon.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that.
Yep,
I
that
heard
was a
that.
loud
I heard that one.
Yeah, I heard that.
Is that you, Ben?
Doing what?
All this time has been with the
Huh?
fucking uncensored.
Do we have to do a GoFundMe to get you 9-volt batteries?
I'm not hearing any
Uh-huh.
Oh, is it the one that's beeping like every 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Microwave.
No, we need to replace the batteries.
Yeah, I said
I
we needed
understand now. Okay.
12-volt batteries.
The worst
Well, I
was
thought you
when I
guys were
was at the
talking about
old
something that
house.
was going off every 5 seconds.
No.
No,
Nah.
talking about your smoke detector.
Just smoke detector.
The fucking,
Okay.
the
No, yeah.
fucking worst
You
was
just
at
need to
one of
go
my
buy
old
the
house,
batteries.
right behind my whiskey shelves. I had the fucking
I got a 12
NBN
gauge.
thing, and I had a battery backup, and the battery had died.
Oh, I
And
remember
I couldn't
that.
get to it because all the fucking whiskey was in front of it. That was so fucking annoying.
So we takes the whole bookcase apart on stream.
Yep, I had to pull the whole fucking thing apart. I had all the bottles on the fucking table just to fucking
I'm
rip
just
that
saying,
fucking
I got well. I might have a 12 gauge with that smoke detector's name on it.
Yeah.
Pull. Oh,
My neighbor's smoke detectors have been beeping for months. Months? No.
months. I would just leave 9-volt batteries at their door.
Oh,
And just put a note for smoke detector.
Yeah. I actually, that would just say change it now.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for love of Christ, you goddamn change your fucking thing.
Just pretend you're maintenance. You're like, I'm actually here to inspect the smoke
detector. I'm here to install the new
Yeah.
battery. I got on my alert system that yours need to change.
I'm just doing my rounds.
Yep.
Who's that chirp just like pierces your soul? It's
Yeah,
designed.
it's very high pitch.
There's the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode, Mac and Dennis.
Goodness gracious.
There it is.
Every time we hear a chirp, we got to take a shot.
Oh shit,
Okay.
we're gonna get fucked up.
Oh, fucking hell. It's fucking lunchtime, for fuck's sake.
Oh, goodness, that's funny.
Now it sounds like a helicopter. Oh, and there's the chirp.
And there's the chirp.
Troy's like, Paul's like, yep.
Time to drink.
Since when did Aussies have a problem taking shots at lunch?
Well, when I got to work.
Oh, are you working today?
Usually. I just came back from a job. What do you think
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
wearing a collared shirt?
I thought you were dressing up for me, buddy.
Oh, that too.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
How's the baby doing, Mark?
Oh, dude, he's doing good, man. He's doing exactly what a baby should do.
Nice.
He's growing. He's progressing. He's smiling more lately. Smiles are still not super common because he's only 3 months old. 103 days to be exact. But no, he's doing great. He's healthy. Thanks for asking.
I bet he smiles when he cuts a gasser.
Oh, dude, he is a fartatious baby for sure. Yeah, he is a little fart machine. Yeah.
See, that's the shit that makes me happy. Knowing Mark.
Yeah, dude.
Biotech.
But no, he's great. He's fun. I can't wait until he's a little bit older to where I can interact with him a little bit more, just, and he's more responsive, you know what I mean? Because for like the first 6 months, he basically wants to just eat from mom and then poop and go to sleep.
Yep.
I mean, isn't that what we all just want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that shit every day, bro.
Eat, drink, and poop.
We want to
Eat,
suck
drink, and fucking
we
sleep.
want to suck on some boobies and go to sleep and take a good take a good poop.
Yep. Eat, drink, poop.
That sounds like
Sounds
like
pretty
the
good
best
to me.
day.
Yep. And give me some boob action once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
You get some
exactly.
boobs, you take a solid dump, and you sleep. That's like the greatest day right there.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why cats have the best lives. That's all they fucking do.
Oh my goodness. Nat landed in my glass of 4-gate toasted barrel pick. yeah,
meat.
you are still drinking
Kill
that.
it.
You are not
Kill it,
dumping
bro.
that out.
Kill that shit.
That's fresh meat.
Protein.
Yep, exactly.
It's good to know
Fresh
I'm not
meat.
the only problem with having the only problem with flies.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Yeah, you are,
I think I have
you
had
are
to fish
not-
out 3 of them.
You guys hear that joke about the what was it? The American, the French, and the Scottish guy going to a bar together. They each order a drink. A fly lands in all 3 of their glasses at the same time. The American just fucking drinks it. No problem. The French guy tells the waiter to bring him a new glass. And the Scottish guy pulls it out and says, "Spit it out. Spit it out."
Yes.
No, spit it out, you wee bastard.
Get out, you dirty bastard. Yep.
What's up, Will?
Good evening.
Good to see you, bud.
Well,
Thank God Ken's on to bring a little, Scotch civility to this mess.
Oh, let's drink some scotch then. In
If
that
you could
case.
tell me a veteran-owned Scotch distillery, I will pour it.
Buddha.
Oh, dude, yeah. If you know of a veteran-owned
Charlotte
Scotch,
10.
tell me. What?
Oh, very known scotch. Let me think.
To Google.
To Google.
Yeah, there's got to be some British or Scottish people involved in distilling up there.
Veterans love whiskey,
Yeah.
no
Can't just
matter
be all Americans.
where you're on what side of the world. Vets love whiskey.
Hey, I appreciate you, Richie. Oh, Big Vic. You know.
Hey, bro.
While
2024
we're
is better
deciding
than
on that,
this year. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to drink the rest of this Buffalo Soldier or Horse Soldier that you sent me, Mark.
Oh yeah, yeah.
barrel
Today's a
strength.
great day for that. Yeah, we were all
I've been
just
saving this.
Yeah,
I've been saving this.
yeah. 9/11 is a very appropriate day to kill a bottle of Horse Soldier. I tell you what.
I need to go get me some whole soldier. Yeah, I don't have it.
I haven't been to a liquor store yet, and I need to, because that bottle, that the cast strength and the barrel strength, wow.
Yeah, the barrel strength is really good.
You got to find one over 120 proof, though. It makes a difference.
Is Horse Soldier distributed throughout the United States, or is it just certain?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it, like 30 states or something?
Something like that.
Over half.
And dude, the prices vary significantly because in Washington it's like $30 more per bottle than in Kentucky.
Where's Horse Soldier? Is that out of Columbus, Ohio?
No, well, that's where it gets made. They themselves are in Florida, so they contract distill. They have complete control over their mash bill, straight military style, where they delegate tasks, right? And so it gets distilled to their specifications in Ohio. It gets aged at Bardstown, and then they have their spot with their restaurant and all that stuff in Florida.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't
And
they building a
Columbus.
distillery though in Kentucky?
I don't know where they're building their distillery, but I'll have to rewatch the episode a little bit because I talked to Vince a little bit about how eventually they want to have it all in house.
I remember Vince was saying it's near a river that they were training at, and then several years later they got the property for it.
That was in Kentucky. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they're building something there, if I remember the story
Yes.
correctly.
Right. Holy
Sorry, I
shit.
was drinking
Carlos
that
in the
night.
house. ¿Qué pasa, Carlos?
Carlos.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Cheers,
Good
Carlos.
evening.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you, man. How's everybody doing?
Chilling.
Awesome.
Doing good, man. Hey, Carlos, do you have any veteran-owned bottles?
Veteran-owned bottles. I have Horse Soldier.
Well, that's.
I heard you guys talking about that right now. I don't know if what is this? Is this veteran-owned? Hotel Tango?
Yes, it is.
All right, there you go.
It sure is, and it's the I want to say it's the first. How do you say?
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Here's a good question. What's a distillery that most of us probably own but don't know is military or veteran owned?
Nashville.
Where?
Nashville, NBC. That's one that a lot of
Yeah,
people don't know.
I drank that already.
Yeah.
Give me another one. And let's shoot Ben's smoke detector.
Nashville Barrel, they're veteran owned.
Hey, Ben
One of
straight
the
up.
co-founders.
A lot of people don't know.
All right. I'll go right with that. There you go.
Yep.
Well,
a lot of people don't know.
well, let's go. It's the what is it? He's the master distiller, right?
I thought he was the owner.
Well, now it's owned by that Prisker family or whatever. Remember they got bought out.
Yeah.
But one of the main dudes.
Yeah.
So,
like head honcho over there is a military veteran.
So if anybody doesn't have this bottle, you're making a mistake.
Which one is that?
Which one is that one? The Foursquare?
The Origin Series Weeder, the 100 proof bottle and
Oh,
bottle.
yeah.
That one's good.
Once it starts popping up, I'm definitely snagging one.
I've already finished one.
That one's really good.
All right. Hey, we can do that.
I have a barge down around here somewhere.
Oh, ASMR, Andrew.
We're doing you, man. There we go.
What's up, Andrew?
Yep.
Where's Hotel Tango actually done? Because I know they've got
They're in
a store
Indiana.
here. Yeah, they're in Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of Indiana whiskey?
Distilled by Middle West Spirits, Columbus, Ohio. But it says bottled by Hotel Tango in the
10th Mountain.
Indianapolis,
Yeah, man. I contacted 10th Mountain and I was trying to get them on the show. And so hopefully in the future I'll have 10th Mountain on because my first duty station was Fort Drum, New York with the 10th Mountain Division. I went to Afghanistan twice with them boys. And so I really want to have them on the show. I'm trying to get it.
Where are they at?
Well, 10th Mountain is Fort Drum, New York, upstate. But I don't know where the whiskey is. I need to learn more about them. That's why I want to get the guy on the show.
So I just found out there's a Indiana
I think
whiskey.
it's Colorado.
I have to look them up.
I'm about to book a flight to Canada just to kill that smoke. That's eating into my soul right now.
I just found there's a Indiana whiskey company that is veteran owned also, and I just found out about them like last week, so I don't really know too much about them, but they're touting that they're veteran owned, and I'm gonna go look and see what I can find from them. So Indiana Whiskey Company.
Oh, that's actually the name, Indiana Whiskey Company.
No, it's it's nothing to do with Hotel Tango or 10th Mountain. They're their own, but it's a small distillery somewhere around there.
Well, I mean, you've got what else you got? You got Hard Truth.
Hard Truth, Starlight, Old 55.
Yep, I think you're right.
The worst whiskey ever.
Hard Truth is veteran owned as well.
No, I don't know. I'm just listing what's in Indiana. He said
They don't list it. Yeah. I mean, of course, we've got Squibb and Ross. Yeah, just saying.
That's owned by stockholders.
Let's see. Our story from Hard Truth.
I didn't see anything on there about veteran. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't either.
Look up Indiana Whiskey Company or Indiana Whiskey the company. Yeah, Indiana Whiskey Company.
Oh, excuse me.
Roger that.
I'm gonna go search.
Roger that.
I'm gonna go search out some of their bottles this weekend. See what they got going on. Find out where they're at and what's going on.
Gun Barrel Bourbon. Three Rivers. No, it's literally called the Indiana Whiskey Company. That's literally in the name. And it is listed as veteran owned.
Not that one.
They got Hoosier Sweet Heat. They've got Breakfast of Degenerates, Rice Centennial, Silver Sweet Corn Whiskey, which is a white whiskey, and Just Whiskey.
Yeah, proudly veteran owned.
Yep, there you go.
On the Mark's list.
Yep, it's going on the list.
I mean, I would say they could have done a lot better with creative naming, but
yeah, absolutely.
That's hysterical. They have Just Whiskey, bourbon whiskey.
I like the Breakfast of Degenerates. That's one I'm eager to try.
Yeah, I was all about it until it said it was maple flavored whiskey. And then the Hoosier Sweet Heat is their version of Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no. So let's see the Just Whiskey. Ugh. I have a feeling this is young.
Yeah, my guess is I'm gonna go find them out. I'm gonna go find them. Probably make a trip, see what they got going on here.
The Rice Centennial. Blended and flavored ones.
Don't scroll past there.
Oh my goodness. So cinnamon, chocolate. Get the heck out of here. Come
Chocolate
on. Chocolate
whiskey? Sign me up.
I think they're pretty new. I haven't heard of them. I just found them literally last week. So they must be pretty young and pretty new around here. There's a lot of them popping up.
Yeah, there sure are. I just like it when they do something original or come straight from the ground up instead of using others to.
Don't tell distillery.
Well, that's why I'm going to go find them and find out, where they're getting their source from, their grains. I mean, if they're doing kind of a farm to table in Indiana kind of thing, or what's their claim to fame, right?
Right.
And maybe it's something, maybe it's nothing.
Yeah.
but they're veteran owned and they're Indiana, so that's 2 checks in my box. So I'll go check them out.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I was where you were at, I would definitely go down there and check them out in person and see what they got going on. Maybe they got some really good distillery only picks or something, and find out their backstory because from where I'm at over here, all I can do is send them a message, an email or Instagram, and say, "Hey, you want to be on the show?" And what I've been getting lately is 50-50 whether I even get a response.
Okay.
And so all the episodes of Distiller's Perspective that you guys see is subject of that 50-50 response of when I even get a response.
Apparently, these guys have been around a long time because I just found a review of their Just Whiskey from 2015.
2015?
Oh, wow.
Apparently, they opened the distillery in 2011. Grain to glass, 100% veteran owned and operated.
Oh, nice. They sound like ones that would actually respond.
I mean, come on.
That does not sound good.
Right there.
I mean, it's back in 2015, so hopefully it's changed. But it says mash bill at least 51% corn and age 6 months old.
6 months?
This is from 2015. This is old,
Yes.
but it looks exactly the same.
100% copper pot stills.
It has to have progressed.
I
Wait,
hope.
Ben, which one was that?
That was the Just Whiskey.
Yep. I'll do a little recon. I'll find out something on it.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's 6 months old, whoa.
Oh, no.
looks like they're
Maybe
around.
it'll be with you when you try that stuff.
Hey, true whiskey tasters know 4 months is the sweet spot.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3.5.
that was actually like, oh man, the things that will do to your insides.
That's just one step beyond moonshine.
Right, exactly. Moonshine, you know what you're getting into, right?
Yep.
And you're going for different flavor profile, and you're going for true straight whiskey. This is whoa.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, I like what they're talking about here. Although the founder and chairman, if you look at the website, yeah. All I'm saying is their founder and chairman on their website 100% looks like a serial killer.
Oh goodness! Is he wearing overalls?
No, he's wearing a suit and tie, but the suit looks like it's probably from a thrift store.
Well, you know, Jim Jones was from Indiana, so it's okay.
I'm putting the link in chat. This dude looks like he's definitely got like heads in the fridge. I'm just saying.
He has heads in the fridge.
Yeah, look it up. Tell me I'm wrong.
We lost Ben. Talisker.
Harley. It's finished in cognac, French cognac.
Wilder Seas. Dude, that looks like something I'd be really interested in trying. That has some real pirate stuff going on. Parlay, French Seas. Come on.
Yep, it's French cognac cask.
That looks glorious.
Limited editions, special release, something or other.
Yeah, dude.
Vibes. Take a look at this guy. Click the link.
What?
Take a look at this guy.
It's that time of year to go back to Scotch because we're going into the fall, right? So that's when the peated Scotches come out hard, and at least for me, that's.
Anytime is Scotch time.
I agree, but sitting around a campfire and fall weather, 50, 60 degrees, get that smoky peat Throw
That's
something
dope.
on the grill.
Oh, High West campfire.
That's
I just picked one of those up.
Campfire.
Love that.
I got this. This was gifted to me, hand delivered, actually by Independent Joe. Honestly, hand delivered, and I've been saving it because he gave it to me last year. So I'm actually saving it. I'm going up to Ohio for a clam bake in October, and they're gonna have a campfire and stuff going around. And I was like, so I finally busted this bottle out, and I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
I bought this bottle a week ago, and I'm already down. So
nice.
Yeah.
And
High
I'm going to
West
keep
makes some
going.
good stuff.
This
Those are great bottles, quite honestly.
this has malted scotch in it, right? To blend. So it's starting to hit that time of year, and man, it just hit me all kinds of right.
Nice.
William, do you know what year that is? Or
Mine,
yeah,
23 PC1.
23.
So this year,
Okay.
you know, it's fresh.
Yeah. What about yours, Whiskey Food Dude?
The campfire.
Yeah.
It was the second release.
It should have a 2-day. That should have a code on there.
A batch number right there.
The batch number is 22F29.
Oh, that's what I have right here.
Nice.
22F29.
Awesome.
Really good.
I get a good amount of smoke, but you get a good amount of sweetness behind. Like the smoke doesn't like overtake the whole taste of it. And that's what I'm loving.
Yeah.
So
I get enough of that scotch coming through, but that malted barley, oh man, it's good.
Yeah.
And that smoke is just awesome.
It's a great bottle.
Nice.
Nice. It is 48.6.
Crickets.
You want crickets? I can give you crickets.
You're quiet.
It's
Vic,
not
what's
smoke
going
alarm,
on,
so-
man?
Bro.
You don't have crickets in California?
No. I was waiting for
So
Ben to put the
Telescope
fucking
finished
crickets.
in French XO.
I actually don't think I
No, ditto.
Never mind.
All we have here right now is the cicadas. You go outside now, and the cicadas are deafening.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
Roger that.
So how
This
old,
coming,
What up, Tam Evans?
how old are you now, old man?
Fuck, bro. Younger than you.
Not by much.
46.
Yep. A lot of those bottles are not even worth 100. Very true. What's up, Tim?
46. Who's
Coming
46?
in from Chi-Town?
I'm 46.
Who's 46?
What's up, man?
How'd you get so young?
You have the Buffalo Trace.
The beard.
No, I do not.
Do not.
Richie Z, that's your nightcap, man. That's a strong nightcap, man.
How old do you think I am?
75.
46. You're close.
Okay.
This bottle showed up on my doorstep today, and it is freaking awesome.
Which one is that?
This is a Stag Junior. It's a Davidson store pick that I picked up from. I won it in the raffle over there at Bill and Dara at the Average Whiskey Drinker.
Colorado
Single
pick.
barrel.
Yeah, the average drinker. Yeah.
You've been drinking that all night, right, William?
You
No.
got a Stag freaking.
Do you see how much of this I've drank?
Oh,
And it's going to stay there for a while. Because this bottle is just fantastic. So it's going on my do not drink shelf.
You're going to baby that thing.
My wife monitors those bottles just in case, so I don't cheat.
Well, if you can talk the wife into trading a sample, because I will send you whatever you want. I've never had a Stag store pick before.
I'll send you a sample, Mark.
Yeah, I never had that either, but
Carlos, I'll send you one too. Honestly, you know what? I don't even.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Yeah, right.
Sample?
Like
Raise your
everybody
hand.
just drinks
No.
their
Anybody? Anybody else?
Nah, I appreciate you, William. Thank you so much.
I've got too much whiskey to ask for samples, even though those don't exist here, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I feel guilty because I only put $20 in.
So why should you feel guilty?
Yeah, you shouldn't feel guilty, man.
Well,
Will, if there's anybody that like contributes to a lot of channels, man, it's you, man. So you shouldn't feel guilty at all.
But yeah. But you know what? And
Wasn't that a fundraiser? Wasn't it giving money to somebody?
No, the sample. I mean, the samples that I get actually.
Yeah, I think it was a fundraiser event that she was doing.
Yeah, wasn't that a
Giveaway.
fundraiser that you won that on?
Mm-hmm.
For Bill and Darren, no, I think it was their. It was a milestone.
For their second year anniversary.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, but I think it was a fundraiser as well.
No,
Or
so
they-
the
I thought it was.
fundraiser that I won, the Dead Rabbit from Stacy.
All right, man. Hey,
Cheers, Matt.
thanks for coming on.
Hey, cheers, Whiskey Crusaders.
Cheers, Matt.
Great stream. Hey, I appreciate it, Matt.
Hope your ears were ringing on Saturday. We were talking about you.
Talking shit.
All right, I cheers you with water. My bad.
When we're drinking at Irene's, we're always talking shit.
All right, buddy.
Hey.
I'll catch you next week.
Is it just me or the Scotch Down Under just pulled like a magic trick? And like I saw a whole lot of like smoke, and then he disappeared and then he came back and he's all glitchy. Like what the hell?
Yeah, he farted and it fucked up his shit.
Um,
And
No,
it
his
smoked
wife
up.
That's what happens when you drink really good Scotch.
Yeah.
You turn
I
into
know.
Minecraft.
That's what happens
Not the
when you use a lot of
$100 or
baby
less
powder
bottle.
and you fart.
You know, the really good Scotch.
I think, Ken, you got to beam out and beam back in.
All right.
Scotty, beam me up. All right, so hey, any of you
Oh, there
guys?
you go. There you go. You see? Everybody else saw the smoke, right?
No, it's actually baby powder dust.
Like LeBron James.
Look at that. He's got the beam in. That's awesome.
There you go. Beamed in.
Ken
Whoever
has the
you're
most badass like computer stuff going on.
Whoever you're paying for special effects,
I
you're
got all
getting
the
it.
toys.
Special effects are on point, Ken.
All you got to do is bang Marcy.
I got all the toys.
All you got to do is bang feels, and you can do all
Oh, there you go. Now you're upside down. Good stuff.
All right,
Now you're just messing with me because I'm drinking.
last pour. I'm gonna do some April 1. Last pour. And so, if any of you guys that are watching us live still want to join us in the backstage shenanigans, I'm gonna cut the live stream.
And Mark, which one's that one? What's your last pour?
April 1.
April 1. All right.
Yeah.
You know
Hey,
that bottle
if
that
you-
nobody else can get.
Dude, Carlos, if you didn't see the interview with April 1, dude, they have a whole different thing going on. You got to check
yeah?
him out. He's a 20 plus year Navy veteran
Oh,
that has this label now.
oh, cool.
Those guys are solid.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out, man.
No,
Love
it's good stuff, especially for the price.
What's the price on that usually?
It's like 40.
350.
Like 50.
It's like a $40 bottle, but it's like a Bardstown organic distillate.
Huh.
It's sold out right now, isn't it?
Fucking Ken with his fucking punches and shit.
So yeah, if any of you guys watching live want to jump into the back stream, and join us in the backstage shenanigans, go ahead and do that.
Well, Mark, great stream. I'm gonna dip. I'm trying to go get my birthday present.
Uh-oh.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Hey, here comes kid number 27.
They
Hey.
say nasty.
Hey, Vic, happy birthday, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Big, it's your birthday, man. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah, I don't
Rick's gotta go
celebrate it for that.
It's money.
Because of all the people that we lost on this date, but
and here's to many more to come.
Yes.
Cheers.
Yep. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Happy 39th.
Happy 53rd birthday.
46, motherfucker. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, man.
Try not to pull your hip tonight.
Hey, Ben, I got that. So thank you so much. You gotta let me know how I can send you the payment for the shipping, man.
Around 8:45 a.m., a chilled morning in New York City, partly cloudy. In Boston, American Airlines Flight 11, bound for Los Angeles, has been hijacked. Then a news bulletin. An airplane flying due south has crashed into the upper level of the North Tower of the World Trade Centers, 9:03 a.m. A surreal event unlike anything in the history of the broadcast media. Countless viewers are watching live when suddenly an airplane is seen flying in an easterly direction. The plane swings around the southern end of the Second World Trade Tower and explodes on impact. 9:30 a.m. President Bush at an elementary school in Sarasota, Florida, goes on television live to announce the disaster.
Terrorism against our nation will not stand.
But even the president doesn't know just what is coming next. At 9:35 a.m., a third hijacked plane crashes into the Pentagon. There is no question now that the United States is under attack by terrorists. In Washington, the Pentagon, the Capitol, and the White House, as well as other government buildings, are evacuated. And Manhattan Island, incredibly, is sealed off. All bridges and tunnels are closed. And then, 9:59 a.m., a scene that will change New York for all time. The South Tower of the World Trade Center collapses. And just a half hour later, at 10:28, the North Tower goes down as well. New York's Twin Towers have disappeared. It has been less than 2 hours since the first attack in New York City. An unimaginable number of people are dead and injured. The southern end of New York City's famous skyline has vanished. Nothing will ever be the same again. In a street-side news conference near the terrible devastation of the World Trade Centers, New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani said, "I have a sense it's a horrendous number of lives lost. I don't know yet. Right now, we have to focus on saving as many lives as possible."